smart.
There it is. Well, welcome to another Knife Nuts Extra with Dave and I. We've been enjoying doing these. I hope you guys have enjoyed them as well. Our last one was more of a teaser for the K&P Tempest Mini Tempest. I can't ever get that right. It just doesn't sound right to me.
Mini Tempest, I think.
Tempest. And it makes sense. If people who are wondering why the hell is it called the Mini Tempest, is that in the past, all of Brian's 3.5-inch models have been called Mini, like the Mini Typhoon. Well, that's the only other example, so...
In Brian's world, that is Mini.
That's Mini, right.
He's been avoiding the 3.5-inch blade length place.
Yeah, and we talked a little bit why in the last episode, but here we are on the eve of the Patreon launch of the K&P Mini Tempest. I don't think it's going to last very long.
Yeah, I mean, by the time this goes up, I'm sure they will all be gone.
It'll be gone. Yeah.
So, congratulations, future people who get them.
Yes, thank you so much for the support. Wow, insane. That was the fervor around it. Was more than I have experienced in the past. So
yes,
very cool stuff. Very appreciated.
Yeah, we definitely are appreciative of the warm reception it is getting.
And congratulations to everyone who scored a Mini Tempest in the pre-order, regardless of whether it was a Knife Nuts edition or not, because this was Brian's most successful run ever.
Did he have a number in mind of how many he was going to sell, or did he just leave it open? I actually don't know.
He had a number, but it eclipsed so quickly. Usually he has it open for like another day, but the quantity was to a point where he couldn't. It was, he had to shut the door.
It's at some point.
I know of a couple dealers that will be getting them once they come in, so we'll keep you posted on that as that happens. So if you missed out on the regular run, you may have a second chance when they start to come in.
Though no second chances on the K&P one.
Yeah, no. The K&P, it was a one and done. So there's that.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That there'll be another opportunity to get them.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he saw the writing on the wall as it being a successful run afterward, and said, I should get some to dealers. So that worked out.
Yeah, and I'm sure the dealers want them.
Oh yeah, definitely. Check out the color of this can.
It's a lot. It matches. I mean, I assume you're going to have to buy one of those when we eventually get the K&P versions, so that you can take a picture with that.
Oh yeah, I bought a case of these. The taste is fine, but the color is just so rad.
Okay, I was gonna say, what are we buying based on here?
Definitely the color.
Yeah.
Although I like grape flavored things, and I think that's what that is. It's grape flavored flavor.
Okay, that makes sense.
So we'll get into some knives. Ooh, small anecdote from last episode. We got to give props to Artisan Cutlery.
Yeah, yeah, we do.
They took that roasting.
Yes.
Like absolute champs. Class acts.
Let me bring up, actually. I wonder if I can go back and find their response, because it was incredibly cordial for how...
You don't have to read it. I pinned it in the last episode, so everybody can read it. Needless to say, Artisan Cutlery, your back catalog is kind of garbage, but I am... What's the word I'm looking for? Looking forward to seeing what you have coming in the future, because...
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to back down on the designs being bad, because that just feels... No. They are. No. But at least they have someone who is very receptive to criticism in a very positive way, which...
Yep.
There aren't that many people who do that are at least the social media reps or whatever that person's actual job title was in the knife world. There are a lot of companies who are a lot less receptive to criticism.
Companies can learn from this, like any company, not just in the knife world, in any business. This is how you deal with stuff like this.
Although
I'm thoroughly impressed.
I think in the one thing that I'm curious about is I would love to know how it works in other industries where reviewers are just as critical and the companies are a lot bigger, like car reviews. Is it just the knife world where there's such a it's such a close contact between reviewer and company because there really aren't that layers of corporate bullshit in the way?
I think with car reviews, there's an extra level of corporate bullshit in the way because number one, you have to get your hands on a car. And in order to do that, you have to kiss the company's ass. So you can only get away with a certain level of criticism. You know, Top Gear used to be the only one that could get away with just dismantling a car. And even then, it was still great advertising for that vehicle just to be featured in Top Gear.
Yeah.
So nowadays, like, everybody has to go to, like, a press conference and stuff like that. Everybody has, like, you know, a certain amount of time with the vehicle, and they can say little things like, I don't like the infotainment system, and, oh, I can't rewind the satellite radio. Who the fuck cares? It's not going to change someone's mind on whether or not they're going to buy that car, you know?
Yeah.
It's a different industry.
I think the product is a lot more resilient to criticism in the car world, and that is why you can say whatever negative stuff you want, and you don't really seem to get banned from reviewing certain companies' cars.
Yeah, and look, we get it. The knife world is small, you know?
Yeah.
The companies, you know, generally speaking, you've got to be careful with what you say because, you know, these are livelihoods of certain people, but there's a certain way to do it, and there's a certain way to take it. And,
yeah, I mean, even people like Nick Shabazz, who I think has the most YouTube subscribers out of any knife reviewer, of any dedicated knife reviewer.
No, I know one more.
Just has... Oh, yes, nothing fancy.
No, I wasn't talking about him either, so there's two.
Wait, is Jim Skeleton?
No.
Wow, I'm behind on who's apparently the biggest people on YouTube. What's his
name? The bald dude. He's from Pennsylvania.
Oh, Cutlery. Yeah. Okay, Cutlery Lover does not count. He is in a whole... He's grandfathered in to whatever. And also, I'm not sure Cutlery Lover has encountered a knife he really doesn't like. I mean, his name is literally Cutlery Lover. But
it's true.
My point was that I think he has just, instead of, he has enough reach and probably income from YouTube to be able to buy a knife and not need to get them in for review, that he could say whatever he wants about anything. And even he has to... There's certain companies he just avoids because it's just a headache.
Well, I think it's... I'm a firm believer, and I've talked about this tons of times on the actual podcast, there's no such thing as bad publicity. You know what I mean?
True. It is. I think the worst publicity is when you start as a company reacting really negatively to people's reviews, and then it just becomes this feedback loop of you being shitty and then people being even shittier to you, and then it just gets worse.
I think as part of the knife media, I guess. The moment you start highlighting something, you're doing a company a favor.
That's true. That's true. I mean, it's technically it's like any other business. There are influencers.
That I still can't get that one artisan knife out of my head. The one shaped basically like a lightning bolt.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not a good one.
Someone was watching that and said, "That's the knife for me. I need that thing." You know?
Yep, they've never seen it before, and we've opened their eyes.
Somebody bought it.
That's true.
And more power to them.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's just a...
Not that much power, though. Not that much.
It's one of those things. I think the if you take the artisan route and don't go like the Wendy's route, where Wendy's is like, I mean, I guess actually Wendy's did it first, so now being obnoxious on social media is their thing, and people like that.
I feel like that has died down though. I think the Wild West days of Twitter roasting culture has sort of died down.
Yeah, so just having a social media person who just ignores maybe the more inflammatory negative comments, probably better option than trying to voraciously defend your brand.
That's my point, and that's why I have to give props to Artisan for...
Yeah. That's the very long way of saying that. Artisan did that right.
Like a boss. Yeah. Very, very good. So what should we get into today? I feel like... Should we
Let's
look at
see.
stuff we actually like?
Yes, why don't we do that? And I'm going to start screen sharing now. With Liang Ma, actually.
Oh, good.
I feel like Liang is a good person to highlight how good his knives are right now, and he's got some new ones out.
Yes,
the ones
he does.
I've been looking forward to a lot.
That the 4-inch cuff is calling my name. I don't know about you.
Yes. It is very cool. Hold on, let me scroll up quickly. He has them in a strange order. So there are the smaller versions of it, but now there's a bigger
I've
version
handled
of it.
the small one. It's very nice and very tempting.
It's a very big contrast.
Yeah, just a very useful knife. But the big one.
The big one is a lot bigger than the small one. I think that needs to be said. It's a 4-inch blade and 5-inch handle. It's a big knife. But it's pretty awesome. It's made with that like Strider construction with the monoblock.
Yeah.
Carbon fiber that looks like it's contoured on the top. It's rounded.
It is.
It's not just flat.
Yep. It has like that Liang's knives on the last cuff, the cuff 2.0, had the backspacer that did that crowning, and he incorporated that into this.
Yeah, that looks really nice. These are very cool, and Liang's a good person to support right now.
He definitely is.
Yeah,
and I've always been a fan of his designs personally. I mean, sure, they can be a little polarizing to some, but to me, they hit the mark.
He has so many more good designs than bad designs. That's the thing. Like, he has very few bad designs, and that is what is awesome about Liang. And also, like, the fact that everything is made by Riot, the quality, like, in terms of consistency as a brand, like, he has no badly made knives. Like, there's some CRKT stuff, but now the stuff that he sells under, like, Liang Ma design is all really well made Riot stuff. So,
that's
like,
really true. Like, you buy any of these knives, you're going to be happy with it.
Yep. Just pick the design you like.
Just go for it.
Yeah. No, it's very exciting. So hopefully we'll get on those. And I also can't believe that he takes the time to make lefty versions, or have lefty versions made
for Ned Flanders and some of the people.
I mean, Brian is steadfastly opposed to it because it just like the percentage of customers is just too small. That
may change in the future. If I were to wager a guess, I would imagine that could happen.
I mean, I would hate to be a lefty, but I also completely understand companies not wanting to having to do 10% of their run, or probably even less, honestly.
Definitely less than 10%.
Yeah. Just, I don't know. I don't blame people for not wanting to do it, but it is neat when people do it. Mm-hmm. So, Liang has lefty versions, so check those out.
That one is calling me, man. Do you like the G10 or do you like the carbon fiber?
I think
you're usually like a G10 purist when it comes to this sort of thing.
No, I mean I like the carbon fiber. I have the G10. The thing is, G10 without milling kind of doesn't have a lot of. It's not a lot going on. I mean, at least this has like this sort of contour at the top, or at least I don't know if that's a visual illusion or no, it is. So there's actually this sort of chamfer, large chamfer along the top, which adds some visual interest. But G10, unlike micarta, doesn't really have like a nice grain when it's milled this way. So it's kind of like
There's something to be said about the all business look of it, though. It
absolutely.
It has it. You see the profile, and it just makes it looks like something that begs to be used. Which
it's also $50 cheaper. So
yeah, there is that.
So like if you want to save money, the G10 version is not worse in any way. I just personally, I find carbon fiber more visually interesting in these cases. Maybe if it was micarta,
I personally would go for the carbon fiber, but I couldn't.
Yeah,
I couldn't judge anyone for going for the G10.
Yeah, if you want to save $50,
the OD green is nice too. Like especially if you do I don't know, if it goes with your camping kit or something like that. I think that's exactly what that cuff design is built for.
Yeah, my point is that with the micarta, like it has a little more visual interest. Micarta than G10.
That's one of my favorite designs too. The Lanny's clip.
Yeah, I wish he would make a bigger Lanny. Who's ruling that out? No one's saying it's not going to happen, but a bigger version of the Lanny would be cool.
Would be cool. I have 2 versions of that knife.
Yeah, that's the new ones. These are the version 2, which I didn't know. It looks like the
grind is thinner.
Yeah, and the bolster is blasted.
The The bolster,
maybe not. It looks in this picture.
It's got like a very fine orange.
Oh, okay. So like,
okay. But it has that keyed shield pivot. It has slightly thinner blade stock, and the grind itself is much finer than on the first gen. So really, like worthwhile upgrades to the Lanny's clip. I have that one with the burlap micarta.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a cool one. I still can't believe that Liang pays to have the jigged version made. I think if I had to guess, the take rate is quite low on those, but he offers it.
It was good enough to do twice because he had it on the first gen and then he did it on this one.
I just remember when Brian did the embossed one on the Evo Typhoon, on the first run of Evo Typhoons, where you could get the non-inlaid handles. There was the one with like the diamond pattern, and that was like 5% of all knives.
Yeah, people like the inlays, but I'll tell you what, man. Like, did you get to handle the ones with the texture on them?
Yeah, it's a really nice texture.
It's honestly, that's kind of the best.
It's very cool, especially knowing. I mean, you know, if people had somehow known in the past that there was going to be only inlaid versions, it would make the inlaid versions a little less special. But I think, that's the one I'm talking about from Blade HQ.
I think Hector wants to make an appearance real quick. Hector, come here. Come here. Come here. I guess this is going to become a ritual now. Sporting his. This is my favorite sweater. It's it's an aubergine.
It's getting a little warm for sweater soon.
And not for him.
That's a good point.
Not for him. Look at this combo here. Say hi to Uncle Dave.
I love how Hector just looks dead to the world sometimes.
He's got a lot more zhuzh than what you see here. Like, this is like as dead to the world as, you know, he just seems so, you know, whatever, but he's got a lot going on.
Yep.
All right, Hector, go do Hector things. All right, back to business. I have that exact micro. Is that a micro one? No,
this is the full size one. Oh, he did. The original run of Micro Typhoons had an embossed version as well?
Yeah, the original run of Micros was like a 1-to-1 to the original run of
Evos. Okay. Interesting.
Look at all that out-of-stock goodness, man. It's like a trip down memory lane for me.
Yeah, they must have deleted some of them. I like this. This is just Brian's... This is just Brian's... CAD rendering.
Yeah, well, I think I don't know why they did. I just threw that.
I wonder if they never got these from Brian. I wonder if they all sold out or something.
No, they got them.
Okay, they just never.
Yeah,
that's funny. Anyway, all right. Yeah, Liang stuff is cool. Support Liang.
Definitely. What else we got? We got some good stuff. I know that.
Let's check GP knives. More new cold steels, which we have largely covered.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can we go up to that top again and see those cold steel? What do they call the range boss?
Range boss? Yeah.
Isn't that the same as the Broken Skull, but just without the Stone Cold branding on it?
Yeah, I'm a little confused about this one. It reminds me of when Benchmade made the Mini Freak after they stopped making Doug Ritter's RSK1 or whatever.
Speaking of which, for our China D2 for You tier patrons, the giveaway for the next episode of the podcast, which records next week, is a G10 Mini Freak in S90V.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, pretty cool.
So this cold steel reminds me quite a bit of that.
Honestly, I love that knife. I have the Stone Cold version.
Oh, okay. I forget what it was.
Broken Skull.
Broken Skull. There we go. Yeah, the name of his ranch.
So good. And I kind of want another version, so I might buy that for $44.19. I know someone who would love that knife.
Let me see. Did the Broken Skull use better materials at all, or is it like? Are we looking at the exact same thing?
The Broken Skull was G10.
Ah, yes, G10 and XHP. Man, that's a good for like $100. That's pretty good,
dude. They went
Less
on
than
sale.
80.
They went on sale for like, I think I got mine for like 68 or something. That blue one. I got that blue one.
Yeah, these are S35 for $80. What?
Yeah, dude.
S35 VN?
Dude, those are sick. Do you have
those
one?
are really great.
I'm gonna buy you. I'm gonna buy you one.
I mean, it's not really my style. Like, I can appreciate that. I bet this is an awesome knife for other people, though. I guess these are the only ones. They must be discontinued.
Do you see, like, how hard a person he is to buy a gift for people? Like, it's like, hey, don't buy me that. I don't want it.
I mean, buy me a knife. I appreciate that one from afar.
You know how things work with gifts, dude? That's not how it works.
Yes, you just take it.
Someone buys you something they think you might enjoy. You are surprised by how much you love it, and you're eternally grateful. And like, wow, I never would have bought this for myself, but man, I'm glad you did.
Yeah, maybe it'll turn out that way.
Oh, now I'm not going to buy you a knife.
That's fine. I do not like the faux stag handles here, but these drop forged cold steels. This is the most expensive one they make, and it's only $120. These things are pretty amazing.
What's the material? What is the material in there?
It's 52-100, which is a very good carbon steel, high carbon steel. It's like 5160, but with more carbon. But it's just forged from one piece of steel.
It's fucking badass.
Yeah, these are
what
probably
is the
indestructible.
handle inlay?
It is plastic that looks like stag, which is kind of womp womp.
That's weird. Why would they do that? It's like a super modern look with that single piece. Just throw some G10 in there.
Yeah.
Be done with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The faux stag. No, they don't need the faux stag. It's a really cool design otherwise.
I don't know what the market will be, but for $120, like, that's a really cool fixed blade. And if you're a modder with like some machining skills and you can make some scales for this thing,
yeah,
I think that would be sweet.
They have a whole drop forge line that of knives that are also constructed in this manner, and they're all cheaper, and they're very cool. I think they're very underrated. I mean, not that I know really jack shit about fixed blades, but they seem really cool.
You have enough of them to say that you don't know jack shit about
Yes.
fixed blades.
Well, I buy them, and then they sit around, and I regret buying them, and that's basically the cycle with me and fixed blades.
Speaking of fixed blades, too, I don't know when this will go up. It'll probably go up for the patrons, probably.
Soon-ish.
But this weekend is the Lehigh Valley Knife Show. I know Jake, Brian, and I will be there. So, Dave, you should take the ride.
No, I'm actually... I am on vacation Thursday to Sunday morning. And by vacation, I mean we're renting a beach house in southern Rhode Island, which is not far from where I already am right now. And it's going to be terrible weather, so really looking forward to it.
Maybe do some tree shit while you're there.
Yeah, tree shit in the suburbs. But to my point about cold steel, if we really want to belabor this, they're going in two very different directions with price. So they are coming out with Italian-made 3V versions of their beloved fixed blades that are going to be super expensive. And then they're also coming out with versions in some super junk stainless steel that's going to be even cheaper than the previous like carbon steel version. So this cold forge one really splits the difference very nicely.
It's going to be like one of those things where like, oh yeah, we have that knife at home. And then there's a knife at home.
Yeah, it's going to be like the same steel that M-Tech uses in their knockoff Trailmaster. It's a little unfortunate.
We're not usually very kind to Italian manufacturing, but I think this is kind of in their wheelhouse.
They can do fixed blades.
Yeah.
They do nicely finished fixed blades. I have all the faith that if Lion Steel didn't make a single frame lock knife ever again and they just made slip joints and fixed blades, I would have absolutely no problem with them.
Fact.
Yep. My issue is their frame lock. They're folding knives in generally, except for the slip joints. But let's see. Nothing really else for cold steel around here that we haven't hit on before. But some of these giant Kershaws have come in stock. It's a 5.5-inch blade.
That design just looks so cheap to me.
It's Like I see what they're going for to look like a Navaja.
You can fly a Harrier through the lock bar cutout.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to compete with cold steel with this. Yeah. It's $70, and it's on bearings, which is kind of wild.
I guarantee you that does not feel nearly as good as the Broken Skull or the cheaper, what's it called? Range Boss.
Yeah, I am very curious to see this flip because it is a 5.5-inch blade on bearings.
Is it a flipper? No, it's just got like a. What is it?
Let's see. It is a flipper.
Oh, it is a flipper.
Let's see how this goes.
Wow,
it's a lot of buildup. It opened.
It did.
You know what? All right, it's not. I like that. It's not. I love that.
I do love that blade profile. It's just something about it. It's Kershawness is sort of.
It's the frame lock. It's just the frame lock side that seems very cheap. And then, staying on Kershaw, like they're clearly trying to expand very dramatically into like the Walmart. They're trying to take the mall ninjas from Cold Steel. They said Cold Steel's had long enough selling people plastic knives. We're going to sell people plastic knives.
This is like, end up detained at the airport sort of situation right here.
Yeah, I just wonder who buys these. What is
the use case for this?
The use case is not man.
It's like a Delco dude smuggling this into his court date.
Is the government buying $11 Kershaws for their operators that need something that does not print and also does not set off metal detectors? That's the thing. Like, these are meant for such insanely specific purposes.
Oh man.
No.
You know what they need to do? And they'll sell them like hotcakes. Just make them in colors.
Yes, that would be fun. At least make it like a joke. If it's a silly knife that everyone is like suspending disbelief about how useless it is, at least embrace the joke.
There's a knife on here that's supposed to be very serious, and it's by K-Bar. Can you find it?
Oh, let's see. Is it the? I just
got
Force
it.
Knives?
I just got it. Yeah.
All right.
Please find it because. It's the knife that, literally every gun bro needs to have posted next to their photo, next to their Instagram pictures.
I believe
it's such a gun guy knife. It's that thing. So, this is great.
Yeah, the Space Force TDI.
Yeah, I just bought that. So
it's great.
So, I know what this is for. It's so the space sheepdog protects the space sheep from the space wolves.
I guess.
Yeah. Those space wolves will come at you fast, man.
See, this is the right way to do silly tactical stuff, is to make it look, to embrace the silliness.
Yes.
Which is exactly what K-Bar has done, and I'm sure everything from the Space Force line is flying off the shelf. Until they make this one.
Oh my god. The droopy one? The lady finger?
It's flaccid, is how I would describe it.
Just makes me uncomfortable.
I really don't like looking at it. Yeah, there's something about this one that is unpleasant to look at.
Yes. They had to have... I just hope they were laughing the whole time.
It is... I think this is also supposed to be a tactical thing. I guess. I don't know. If you're going to buy the TDI ladyfinger, let us know.
It's going to be their last-ditch tool,
Yeah. Oh, actually...
we promised we would talk about stuff we like.
That's true. Okay, so I'm going to skip these bottle openers because I'm still surprised by how expensive some of these bottle openers are. Because it feels like that market is gone. Mm-hmm. But let's see if there's anything else new.
If you like cool white LEDs, Olight's got you covered. That's something we haven't gotten into, is the snobbiness of our flashlight love.
That's true. Let's see. Something... I don't love these. I one day want to find a unique graphic Sebenza that I actually like.
Those aren't that bad.
They're not bad.
Some that are like, whoa.
Yeah. I just want one that I actually like, and I'm waiting for that. Oh, this is nice. This little tuxedo Kaiser Domen. That's pretty neat for $55.
And I had one of those. I gave it to a friend. Cool knife.
Yeah, it's got like this old bolstered look. That's not a look a lot of people have done. Good for them. That's neat.
Kaiser seems to be doubling down on the panda bear look this season.
I mean, it's cool. Oh, this is what I was looking for. This seems like, again, more stuff that I don't need or have absolutely no use for, but might buy, I don't know, so that it can sit around and I can regret buying it again.
If you buy a $250 axe, I don't know what I'll do.
That's so... Okay, so compared to other axes, especially this one is very big. This is like shockingly inexpensive compared to RMJ and stuff.
Okay, well, yes.
This is made in the U.S. too. I mean, like the RMJ ones are like $600.
I have no problem with Topps products, especially stuff like this. I mean, do I want one? Kinda.
I don't get why it's so affordable. Like, compared to the market, I mean, I'm not saying $240 is cheap. It's just compared to everyone else making tomahawks this size, they're so much more expensive. This one is just really
What's the
cheap
handle
for some
material?
Reason. I think that's micarta. Yep, it's milled micarta like they do. It's one gigantic piece of 1075 steel. Like, for $240, it seems like a really good deal. And it comes with a leather, like, bit holder.
You know what? I think you've sold me.
This is a shockingly good deal. I still don't understand why Topps is selling these for this price. They sell smaller axes for more.
I like it.
Yeah, it's neat. And there was just like there was just a Gerber one that was on here for way more. Let's see.
And it comes when it comes to like you choosing your expensive axe, and you're torn between Topps and Gerber. I mean,
go with Topps.
Go with Topps.
This is 420. This is 420 high carbon steel. So this is stainless.
And I kind of hate that one. So
it looks. No. Go with the Topps one.
That looks so Cabela's.
That is Gerber's Target demo, but like it's too expensive for their Target demo. That's the confusing part.
$224. That won't even take out a Space Wolf.
It is made in the U.S. though, so I guess good for Gerber that they're expanding how much stuff they actually make in the U.S. Again, I was gonna say because they used to, and then they stopped, and then now they're started. So, all right, the Topps one is better. But I think that's about it for GP Knives. Why don't we bounce over to DLT? I only see things I don't like. So
fair enough.
Yeah, that's let's not get preoccupied with those.
Right. Ooh, I like OTFs though.
True.
A lot of out of stock Hinderer items.
Yeah, I
think these are the same out of stock Hinderer items.
Yeah, the new Eclipse, the blade shapes on the new Eclipse have totally revived that model. Yeah, last week. But these are new. Let me open a nice one. I don't really like the flat dark.
3.5.
Yeah. These are really cool and kind of disappointed I missed out on it, but skinny Harpoon Spantos, which is definitely the first time they've done this configuration.
I still think I have the best XM18 configuration.
Is it a skinny, though? Because I am fully convinced.
It's not a skinny.
Oh, okay. I am 100% sold on the idea that they should just make the XM18 the skinny configuration.
But it is the spear point with the fuller.
Oh, yeah, that's a cool one.
Yes.
And do you have the flipper removed, or is it...
No, it's a non-flipper.
Yeah. And it's DLC, if I remember correctly?
It's working finish.
Okay. Burgundy micarta?
With burgundy micarta.
Okay. With the authentic burgundy micarta scale.
Authentic burgundy micarta.
So you can post it on Facebook.
So I can post it on Facebook.
You are not allowed if it's aftermarket.
I
really love the Harpoon Spanto blade profile.
I've never been a big fan of the Spanto.
I don't react. If they did like a Harpoon spear point, the Spanto does nothing for me.
It's like iconic like Hinderer stuff, but it just doesn't do anything for me. This is metal complex stuff.
Yeah, I think this is a really nice silhouette, and these are really well made. And the Hinderer Renaissance continues because these sold out maybe instantly. It's probably the best way to describe it.
Good.
They're all gone.
Is the exclusive Formax still in stock?
It is.
Ooh.
Let's look at it now that it is available. Mm-hmm. Oh no, they don't have any additional photos. All right.
Look at that
Still
picture.
available for 110. So it's worth checking out if you're into that kind of thing.
It's a big boy.
Ooh. Is this oh. Hey, wow. I'm kind of surprised by the price on these. I thought this was going to be the slip joint. And this is the front flipper version. That is a bolster lock. That's neat.
Go back to GP Knives.
Yep, and I was just about to say, and GP Knives has a... If I could type. GP Knives has their own version coming soon.
Yes, and it's very nice. It's got black micarta and some blue hardware.
Let's see.
It's my pick of the bunch.
Here we go. You know who? I think GP Knives needs to start doing a little bit more exclusives. Blade HQ is really going hard with those, and they have that whole JG10 thing with Spyderco worked out pretty well. But GP Knives should start doing this a little bit more. I like seeing that. Same price,
and there's only 100
just a little
of
more
them.
Visual detail.
There's only 100 of those.
That's a small run. But this is really neat. I'm very surprised that it's $274. I kind of thought these would be more expensive.
I imagine we'll have a direct link to that thing in the description. So bookmark it, so you'll be able to get to it as soon as it launches. Very soon, I think.
April 16th.
Yeah,
Friday, April 16th.
Friday.
Yeah, these are really neat. Wow, I'm very surprised. So there are still some good deals in the Riot world. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a few different versions, and they're all sold out, unsurprisingly, because they're nice. Scroll through the Medford, scroll through them. What about these? This is interesting. I don't remember this model from back when Dave Curtis was more prominent on the scene.
I know he's been posting it on... was there a chip out of that one? What's happening there?
Where?
Oh, I think it was your your cursor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about it just seems off, and I can't really put my finger on it.
It might be the pivot.
I like the design. It's not bad.
I think the giant pivot, which I know is his, that's his signature, so it's kind of hard to get rid of. It's like telling Ramon to get rid of the skull pocket clip, which he is doing. So I think it's something about the giant pivot that throws it off for me. But otherwise, I actually really like this silhouette.
I think it's like kind of ass heavy.
Yeah, maybe.
It's not bad.
They're not bad.
No.
Yeah. Before Brian, there was Dave Curtis CNCing things in his garage or whatever. It's interesting to see that he came back because he was definitely gone for a while.
I've seen some questionable stuff, but whatever.
Let's find one we like.
Not even of this. I'm talking about the other stuff.
Oh, okay. Fair.
I'm an Olamic fan. I like Olamic.
I think Eugene is incredibly accommodating. I can't say enough good things about Eugene at Olamic.
No.
He's really great. They will also do literally whatever you want. Mm-hmm. So if you want to buy one from a retailer, that's fine. But if you also want something custom, they will do pretty much whatever.
The cool thing is you're always getting something unique. There's really very few that are the same when it comes to...
I don't know how they haven't run out of ideas yet. It's insane.
They keep going.
Yeah. They just keep coming out with new ones.
I'm not a huge busker fan. That's like
these are not my...
This is like a Nick Shabazz sort of situation here.
Yeah, these are not my favorite designs from them, but I really like the orange G10 they used here. And then orange hardware. So someone tell Brian you can do it. It is possible. I know it's not anodized. It's probably Cerakoted or something, but I like the orange contrast here. I think that is actually pretty cool.
Look. Gray and orange is a really cool combo, actually. So
yes. See also who's the guy from Israel that's not Lee Lerman? He's Black Snow Customs.
Black Snow, yeah, he does that. You're right.
I feel like he does a lot of orange, or maybe it's just the Spyderco production version of his knife that was orange G10 and gray.
Suspiciously only available in orange G10.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's see if there's anything else. Oh, okay. Some interesting, unique graphics. Oh, is this one? have a mother of pearl. Let's see, what is this capuchon?
It looks like it's a mother of pearl situation there.
Yeah, it actually doesn't say. Ooh. Okay, this is one I can kind of get behind. I really like the capuchons. Oh, this picture's really out of focus.
How do you feel about Damascus in your CRKs?
I don't own one yet. I have one on order that will eventually come, and I will be like, oh shit, I need to pay for this. This is very expensive. I could take it or leave it. I think it's cool on the very embellished ones. I really like the... I haven't seen a lot of mother of pearl capuchon, so that's really cool.
What's your build for your CRK? I know you told me before, but I can't remember.
It's this with Damascus. Wow, convenient. It is this with Damascus.
Oh, right.
Not boomerang, with raindrop Damascus.
So like a $900 CRK.
I think $850. I'll figure that out when it happens.
Sure.
But I do really eventually want to get one of these unique graphic ones with a cool capuchon. I really like the opal ones that are just wild looking. Let's see if I can find one of those.
I do like them, and at one point when I started collecting knives, I wanted to get a unique Sebenza with an amethyst in there because it's my birthstone, and I like purple. So I gave up on that dream long ago.
Let's see. DLT had this one at one point. Nope. Archive page. So let me see if I can bring that up. I really like the opal. I think that's a neat one.
Yeah, that is a good look.
Yeah.
I think if I bought a unique graphic, it better have some sort of like stone glued in it to entertain me.
Yeah, I think that is one of the cooler things that. Okay, so yeah, the night sky ones are also pretty classic.
Do you remember my night sky Hati? What is it? Uni Hati?
Oh, yes. I forgot that you had a night sky. Those are cool. I don't know how the twill colors go.
That one worked because it was the blue.
Yeah,
and they had some issues where they were putting the wrong inlays on the wrong colors.
Recon one just had
CRK collabs,
which are here's Recon 1. Shout out to Recon 1. They're good people.
Always, yeah.
Let's see if we can
my Armenian brethren.
Let's see. Maybe it's under exclusives. There's so many.
Go to lottery.
That's what it is. Yes, where is lottery?
At the top. It's a big lottery ticket.
Yep, there we go. Okay. These ones. It's the contrast with the red.
That's a weird combo. And I love the dark cherry Alutex. That was a front runner for inlay material on the KMP, but because I have it on the one Hati that I have. I really like that color. Here it just looks kind of brown.
Yeah, I think these would have been cool if it was just done on the... did not mean to do that. Meant to go back. I think it would have been cooler if they were just done on titanium, if they were done on the neon and not the Hation. But, it is what it is. The Uni Hation. Wow.
There's always one in these groups that I do like, though. There's always one.
Yeah. I am trying to pick out what the one
the green one is probably the hardest to do.
Yeah, the green. I think they're starting. I'm going to be honest. That green twill is not my favorite.
Not my favorite.
I don't like Kelly green in general, but see blue because there's only a couple colors you can inlay. I mean, you can anodize things.
That blue one right there looks. Most of them.
These look way better because the blue. Actually, okay, so this night sky one, Jesus, I don't even want to know what the resale is going to be on that eventually.
I know what was on mine.
Yeah, because the night sky is iconic, and it actually looks good here because it matches the blue, doesn't sort of contrast heavily with the color of the twill. These were the good ones to get.
Those are beautiful.
Yeah, these are nice. I imagine they're going to go through some of the orange. Orange, bronze, yeah, it works. But nevertheless, it is very cool collab. I would love to know, if we ever get Tim Reeve on, how these collaborations happened.
Tim Reeve is waiting to come on.
Yeah. True. Shout out to Tim Reeve. I need to know how these two people got put together, because I just did not see this coming, these collaborations.
Good friends. I mean, they do a lot of CRK business.
Oh, that's
Recon
true.
1.
So Recon 1 set it up.
I would imagine.
Yeah. It just didn't seem like the CRK people are talking to the sheer... Well, I don't know how one even talks to the sheer core of people, to be honest.
They are an intimidating bunch.
Yeah.
Like,
They're
I'll
not
talk,
like
you know me,
just,
I talk to anyone, but like, I walk up to Sergei Shirogorov and I'm like, I'm not a short dude. And I walk up to him, I'm like, oh, hi. Something like that.
Guess how many people were willing to make fun of that font? I bet 0. I'm just gonna, you know what? No, I'm not gonna say anything. Sergey, everything you do is great.
Get it off. Get it off.
Let's see if DLT has anything else. And then we could probably wrap it up. Oh, Christ. We're at 45 minutes. Let's see if they have anything else that we like, since that was the focus.
Yeah, we failed miserably at that, by the way.
You know, we tried. Let's say. No, now we're into stuff that we talked about in the past. All right. I don't know what this cabochon is. Tiger's eye, maybe?
Yeah, maybe something like
but
that.
But that's nice. That's neat.
I do like that one. Is it a small?
It is.
Throw it in the trash.
Yeah, just not into smalls. Mm-mm. No matter what people say. Yeah, probably will never own a small Sebenza. All right.
I have a weird announcement. So I set up I set myself up to do some small, low-level distribution for some European imported folding knives.
Oh, wait, is this the Russian company? Is
the
this
Russian company.
What I think it is?
Yes.
Let's try and find them.
They're difficult. You can't get them here, but I like them enough, and they're designed by Ivan Braganets. I can never get. Yeah, and he's a great guy. I love him. I love his designs. But soon I'll have a link posted on the Knife Nuts website, probably, where you can order these. I will import them and drop ship them to you. They won't be pre-orders, but they will be they'll be available. They'll take maybe a week or two to get to me. And they're priced in like the $300 range. And I bought 2 of them for myself first to try them out and play with them. They're called Kristal knives, very Euro. But they're really cool, especially for the money. And I think a lot of people here will enjoy them. So I don't usually do this sort of thing, but it seemed like a fun opportunity, and I like the knives, and I like the guy who designed them. So I figured it's a good way to get them into the hands of people in the United States.
Yes, this is. I've wanted to know how you get these, because Ivan posts pictures of them all the time.
It took some
this
work.
One looks like a proto.
It took some work because there was a bit of a language barrier. Ivan really helped me set it up.
Yeah. These, I think these are still prototypes they're showing, but there is nothing that looks like this knife available anywhere else. I'll tell you that much.
I will tell you, it is so sick, too. It's such a fine, full flat grind, and then it has that John Gray sort of deep fuller.
Yeah, John Gray used to do stuff like this.
And it has like this aggressive bead blast finish inside the fuller, and the rest is just a mean full flat.
It's a really neat looking knife. Do they come with the? Oh no, I think that.
No,
what I'm seeing is that the bead is extra.
The beads will be extra. They're around $30.
Mm-hmm.
But they're pretty cool. I mean, I'm not a bead guy, but they'll be available.
S35VN apparently.
One is M390. One is S35.
Neat.
I think one is called the Aurora. I believe that's what that is, and the other one is called the Bronze Horseman. Everything has got like a weird translation, so. But I really like that one. It's got like this is the Horseman. You can finger flick it. It has like a really low profile European flipper that takes some getting used to. But the action and the lockup and the machining is all up there. You know,
They're not made by anyone that people know of, right? They're made in China.
They're made
right?
in China, and then go through like the rigorous Russian, like similar to like a CKF or something like that. But they are made by this dealer, Forest Home in Russia. They're the people that commissioned these knives. So hopefully, I'll be able to do some of their other knives in the future too. But those are the two models that I'll have up for sale. The carbon fiber one I don't think actually came out. It's only the titanium. I think those were customs that were done to show off the knife. These are getting old. Like these, the only two, like if you go back to the top, you'll see.
These are the production examples.
Yes. So we'll have the Bronze Horseman there in a satin blade. Or a stonewash blade, which is what I got. And then there's the Aurora, which has that deep fuller and that really slicey, lightweight, really nice knife.
They are very cool. Double row ceramic bearings.
Mm-hmm. They're very Shiro-y, which is why, in that super Euro Russian... right in my wheelhouse. So
I really like Ivan's design, so it's cool that they're... And these also feel like... I don't know. They feel very exclusive on Obtainium because they feel very Russian.
I know what I'm buying you now.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. I will gladly take that over the broken, the broken skull. These are really neat. I like. Some people might not like it, but I think it's really cool. Leaving the milling pattern in those.
I love it.
In the pockets,
and it shows off like facets, and it's not like rough or anything. Everything is just really well refined. And I was talking to them; they went through a couple different manufacturers.
Yeah, it's not
before they
it's not
landed
Riot.
On the people that it's not Riot. It's how the Russians
people
do.
are so OEM obsessed though these days that I may as well just get that out of the way now.
How the Russians do. So they have their own setup, their own connections, and it's worked out. So. What I'll end up doing is I'll import them, I'll check them over, and then ship them out. I'm only going to do small batches, probably maybe 20 knives at a time, if that.
Yeah. I mean, it's already going to be tough. They have to come from Russia, so like Russian to U.S. shipping is not something that could be
that's really the benefit is that if you wanted to buy it from them, shipping it over here the cost gets crazy. Ask me how I know because I had to buy 2 of them.
And the delivery. Well, how long did it take to get to you? Was it a long time or
a couple weeks?
Okay, that's better than I expected.
No,
not like our German knives that took 3 months to get here.
No. But I really like that one. There's not one that I dislike. I've been carrying them both on and off, and I haven't posted them on Instagram yet because I'm still trying to get everything done. But I'll have like an import section maybe added to the Knife Nuts page. It's just a little pet project of mine. We'll see what happens.
This is exactly when Chris Reeve Knives started selling that really odd Italian knife that the guy who makes it was friends with Chris Reeve, the Chris Reeve.
Right.
So Tim was like, this is a really neat knife. We'll just sell it for you to do you a favor. And that's kind of what's happening.
I'm kind of flattered that you just compared me to Chris Reeve Knives.
Indirectly.
I'll take it.
No one can compare.
That's true.
These are neat. These are really neat. I'm looking forward to it. I think this is
if I get some orders,
anything I've
ever
ever
seen.
If
I get some orders, I will get you one. You have to let me know which one you like.
They're all very cool.
I think the Fullery. I think you'll like that Fullery one personally.
Yeah, it's just wild.
Yeah, I think that's the one you're gonna like.
Yeah, cool.
Well, that's an interesting announcement. Let me know what you guys think. We'll have all the links down in the basement there. They will clicking those links will help Dave pay for his upcoming CRK.
Yes.
Thank you to all of our patrons. Thank you guys for making the mini Tempest, the KMP mini Tempest, a massive success. Preemptively, it could be like nobody buys them.
That would be a plot twist.
It would be a plot twist.
A big one.
Yeah, considering, all that they've gone into to get them. But that's the thing. But thank you guys. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to all our new patrons who signed up.
Yes.
Thank you to our sponsors. and look forward to doing a full episode for you guys next week.
Yes. All right. See you, everyone.
Bye.
And I'm going to stop recording.